Okay, Daniela, the recording has just started. So, like I said, I'm gonna remind your classmates that the meeting just started. So just wait a few seconds while I contact them. Thank you. Daniela, are you able to see the camera? My camera on? Can you see my camera on, Daniela? Can you see my face?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Well, let's see. Mm, mm. So I'm checking the file where you registered for these encounters, and I can see that we have four students so far. Your full name is Daniela Medina. Okay, Daniela, I'm gonna contact Jesus, Karen, and Catherine. Let's see. Welcome, Karen. Um,
Morning.
Morning. Group 10. Guys, could you please confirm to me if Jesus is in this group? Yeah, Jesus is here, but he's not answering the call. Jesus Daniel Perez Diaz. Daniel Perez Diaz. Okay, guys, I just let Jesus know that those encounters are very important. In addition to Jesus, there's one person missing. That person is, let's see, we have Daniela Medina, Catherine is the girl missing. Catherine Juliana. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Mm, okay, guys. Okay, guys. Let's begin. So, welcome. Remember, my name is Angel. I will be your tutor student in charge of those sessions. Let's begin with a short introduction. Okay, my name is Angel. I'm 26 years old. I'm originally from Cúcuta, Norte de Santander, but I've been living here in the capital for the past five, uh, around 5 years or four. Um, what else? Mm, in my free time, I really like watching series or movies, going outside with friends, traveling a lot, and well, I don't like reading. Um, I like pets. My favorite ones are cats. And what else? That's it. So let's begin with an introduction from you. Daniela, you can start. Don't forget, Karen and Daniela, to turn on your cameras as that's mandatory for our sessions, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Daniela Medina. I'm 24 years old. I was born in Florencia, Caquetá, but I grew up in San Diego, Caldas. And now I live in here in Bogota around 3 years ago. I'm studying here in the university, but I'm studying too in American School Way. I
Mhm.
work in the bakery. I am waitress. In my free time, I like to go with my friends and spend the time with my family. I like listen music too, and watching the videos of the series for the improve my language skill. No more.
Thank you, Daniela. It's a pleasure to meet you. So you're studying in American School, right?
Yeah. Um, 1 years ago.
Okay. What level did you start there?
And I start the one level, the beginning. I, I paid to the B1, but I don't assist in here for 6, 7 months ago.
Mhm.
But I paid for the B1 level. In this moment, I have in the B1 level.
Nice, nice, but that was a good decision to have started from A1 as you will learn a lot about the basis of the language and stuff like that. Okay? Okay. I used to work for American School Week. Uh I've worked there just twice, but now I'm working at Smart.
It's
Not
a
in
good
American
day.
school.
It's a good school for me, I think.
American school way.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Daniela. Karen, let's hear about you.
Good morning. My name is Karen. I am 22 years old. I live in Yucatan, Casanare, but I am from Campo Hermoso, Boyacá. Um, I work in a shop, flower shop. Um, I don't know.
Okay, okay, nice. Girls, what semester are you in? 7th?
Seven.
Okay. So you started the university in what year? 2020.
For me, I don't remember, but it's in 2021, 22, 2020.
I think it's 22. If you are in 7th semester, maybe 2022. All right,
But
guys.
the
Mm,
last year I don't study.
so maybe 2021. Yeah, in your
Yes.
case. Okay, just a second, guys. Okay, guys, thank you for that. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let me. I'm going to share my screen. We will do an activity, okay? So just a second. On my screen. Okay. Let, please let me know once you can see my screen. I think, yeah, now you can see it.
Yes, I see.
Okay, guys, listen, let's do an activity. This is gonna be just like it's like a game, okay? All right, just a moment. Let's see. Mm, okay, no, not that. This is the activity. I'm gonna environmental problem. I'm gonna show you like a podcast, a short video. We will watch it and then you will let me know what you think about it. Okay? Just a moment. Mm, it's like it's not a video, it's an audio. So all right. Please let me know if you can hear it.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode
You can hear, right? Okay, thank you.
in our mini podcast series for beginners. Today's topic is climate change for beginners. Here to explain is Dr. Nathan Wild from the Climate Challenge Foundation. Hi Nathan. Let's start with a really basic question. What do we mean by climate change?
Hi.
Guys, before I continue, if I turn off my microphone, you can still hear the audio?
I don't know.
Well, I just turned off my microphone, so if you continue to hear it, yeah. Just let me know if you stop hearing it, okay?
Well, basically,
Really basic question. What do we mean by climate change?
hi. Well, basically, we're talking about the Earth getting warmer as a result of human activity. We can also use the term global warming.
What kind of human activity?
We're talking about burning fossil fuels like oil and coal. We use these fuels for all sorts of activities, like producing food, making clean water available, heating and cooling our homes, transport and making things in factories.
Well, what's the problem? We need to do those things.
That's true, but when we cut down trees and burn oil and coal, carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere rise. And when there are high levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, temperatures increase.
Why is that so bad? Nobody likes cold weather, right?
The increase in temperatures has some very serious results. When temperatures increase, there are more storms and extreme weather events. And as the Earth gets hotter, the ice caps at the poles melt and sea levels rise.
That doesn't sound good.
It really isn't. If we continue to cut down forests and burn oil and coal, temperatures will rise by 3 to 5 degrees before the end of this century. Scientists predict that if the world's temperature increases by more than 1.5 degrees, many people will die in extreme weather events and lots of big cities will be underwater.
So, what's the solution?
It's simple. We have to stop using fossil fuels. If we stop burning oil and coal, these problems won't get worse. And if we plant more trees, they will take up some of the extra carbon dioxide in the atmosphere.
OK, but lots of people will want to know what we can use to produce energy instead of fossil fuels. That's what we're going to discuss in our next podcast. Thanks, Nathan.
All right, guys. Okay, guys, so about that, please tell me, what do you think? What do you think about that podcast? Give me your opinions.
Okay. In my opinion, it's true. Every talent it's 2%, I think. But the climate it's very affected because they produce the activity in the humans, and this big problem for the future.
All right, yes, and Karen?
Um, I think that if the climate change is a big problem because is our life. In the future, our life will be bad if I will not plant trees or are using more contamination.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a better in the future.
Okay, so basically we need to plant new trees to help our planet with the oxygen we need for our life, to improve our quality of life. That's it. According to the podcast, thank you, Karen. According to the podcast, what was the reason why global warming is being caused? What is the main reason?
Pollution.
All right. They talked about pollution. Yeah, pollution through fossil fuels. They talked about that. So they also talked about renewable energy instead of working with, or instead of having factories that produce a lot of fossil fuels, they recommended renewable energy. And also they mentioned that carbon dioxide, it's a substance that is produced when people contaminate, like you said, Karen. Basically, pollution makes a lot of carbon dioxide. And when carbon dioxide levels are very high, what happens? Global warming starts to be caused. And if global warming increases, there you are going to see those problems with, for example, melting poles. Okay, melting poles, and basically that will have with we have a consequence with cities being underwater. So, guys, that short activity was to evaluate also your English skills. Thank you for the participation. Listen, let's talk now about, before we continue, let's talk about what needs to be done. What could be some possible recommendations to prevent the planet from suffering about this problem, climate changes, global warming? Any ideas?
Like recycling.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Daniela?
Plant trees.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more responsible
Responsibility.
in the people for the taker, like, or
Okay,
careful.
so more responsibility in people for taking care of the environment. Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
and try to use less the the fossil and the dices el gas.
gases. All right.
Yeah, gases for no provocateur in the pollution in the environment, because in the future is very important for the people and the, for nature and the, for animals, and is very strong.
Okay, yes, that's right. That is right. So we have many suggestions. It's a good idea to recycle. Why don't people? Why aren't people responsible and be aware of all the problems they are making the planet have? No. All right. Thank you guys for those suggestions. So before we continue, I would like to know. Well, I would like to clarify the dynamic for all the sessions that we will be having. For task 3, how many sessions are you gonna have with me?
6.
6 encounters.
6.
Okay. How many points will be given for every session? Well, not only from me, the points that I'm gonna send to the report to the tutor.
25.
All right, so if I'm not mistaken, it's between 22 or 23 because the other points are related to the journal. But I don't create the journal. The tutor of your group is gonna be in charge of doing that. I would just create your participation and many aspects like vocabulary, grammar, well, participation. And the journal is for your tutor. Okay. What is the journal about? What do you know about that journal?
I'm
You
not
remember?
sure. I'm not sure what is everything in a journal. I
Yes.
I have this question.
All right. So in the journal, what do you have to register? What information?
About the
Like the top,
points,
The points of what? I'm gonna show you, well, I'm gonna share my screen to show you like an example of a journal you will be feeding after every session or during every session, okay? So just a second. Okay, as a piece of advice, guys, before I show you the journal, important, please do not leave that, do not forget to feed or to update your journal during the same sessions. Okay, so while you are participating in the sessions, don't forget to start writing the summary, filling out the dates, filling out the time, and pasting the screenshot that you must paste there as an evidence of your attendance. Okay, look, this is just an example. I'm gonna share this template, okay? So you can use it. So you're gonna have like a cover page in the presentation. Call my journal, your name, the number of your group. And then you're gonna have some slides. The first slide is for session number 1. So we have 6 sessions in total. Don't forget to type in the date. This was the date of another group. And the times. The guideline says that the encounters lasted 2 hours. They are from 7 to 9 a.m. However, we will finish the encounters in 1 hour and 30 minutes. But if the participation is amazing, is great, we can finish the sessions earlier. So just maybe the earliest we can finish a session would be 1 hour 10 minutes. Okay, not 2 hours. There you have the screenshot. So you need to remember that for every session I will be reminding you, guys, don't forget to turn on your cameras, take the screenshot, and you paste it there. Okay, same thing will happen for every session. I forgot, don't forget the summary. You need to write a short summary of what the topic was about the topic. Keep it short, simple. Okay, and that's what I said. So during the same session, don't forget, for example, for today, the name of the session is greet in mid-session, something like that. Okay, say that, like, today we got to know our tutor students who will be in charge of the 6 encounters. We clarified doubts about the process, the methodology to be followed. He explained to us like the what we are expected to do, etc. Okay, so far, guys, do you have questions?
yeah.
Tell me.
Okay. Every Wednesday,
Mhm.
yeah. I have a counter with you and with the partners. Yeah. But I need to take the evidence for my activity to send in my tutor. For example, I take the screenshot, and for me, I need to set the summary and every counter, or it's only
Yes.
you. I don't know. Yeah,
In every
I
encounter.
need to evidence that every section.
Yes. Yes, that's right. This journal is going to be updated, like, yeah, filled out every session, every week. So, for today, first session. So you need to write that short summary there, type a short summary there. You paste the screenshot, okay? And then after that, next week, we will talk about a topic specifically, and so you need to do the same thing. You register the date, the same time, the name of the session, and the summary. Okay, and the same thing for the screenshot. You will do that process every week. So in total, that's gonna last 6 weeks, no? After the last session, number 6, you are going to once this journal is finished, you're going to send it to your tutor in the final in the final task, the task 3, the one that you are going to send in campus. Okay, I am not going to evaluate that journal. That journal will be evaluated by your tutor, but is something that you will deliver at the end of the task 3. Okay, so the advice is, do not forget to type the summary and paste the screenshot during the same session. Because, for example, if we finish the session right now, we finish it, you will have work after this. And basically, if you don't do this today, for example, and you forgot to do it, wait a second, guys. If you don't do this, so you're going to you will need to watch a recording, and of course we don't want to have work after these sessions, no. So avoid workload by doing that during the same session, okay? I'm gonna share that to you. Just a sec. Karen and Daniela, do you happen to have additional questions?
No, but I don't know. This journal, they said now my teacher, but in the last tax, in the tax 6 only.
No, task 3. 6. No, it's la tarea. This one, task 3.
Yeah. But in every session, I need to take the summary and screenshots. But in the last tax, I need to send the every 6 week.
Yes, once task 3 is finished, you will need to deliver that journal along with along with the other requirements, with the other points you had for task 3.
Okay. Yeah. In additional to my tax free, I need to this journal.
To include, yeah, you need to include
Okay.
that journal. That's right. So I just shared the template. Don't forget to create a copy and do that, like I said, during the sessions. When I was participating in these encounters, I used to do that during the same session, because the knowledge of what we talked about is fresh, and you don't forget it. So during the same session, like, okay, the tutor explained to us this, we did this, these recommendations were given, and that's. But for some cases, for example, some students don't tend to do that, and then they told me, tell me, what do you remember the topic we talked about last session? And I said, oh darling, please look up the recording and watch it. And that's more work. Entonces esa es la idea, evitar más trabajo y hacer el resumen dentro de las mismas sesiones. That's the idea, okay? Well, that's first for one side. Before I proceed, I would like to know, guys, if that information is clear, or maybe a question comes up, any doubt. No. All right. Okay, so guys, remember that the the topics that we will talk about for the next sessions, they can be about documents like articles or about videos that the director will be sending you via email. So my recommendation is also to be attentive to your institutional email. Don't forget to look at to check it out every week. Very often, don't forget to check it out, because the director will let you know at the end of the week. By the end of the week, maybe between Thursday to Saturday, she will give you that material, and you need to study it before we have our next session. Okay, so the idea is to be prepared, as we will be discussing about it. So I will have some questions for you. I will identify if you studied the material, if not. Okay. So did you know about it, that you will receive this material from your director?
She saw the she saw the sent every Friday.
She sends us every Friday. Thank you for
Yeah.
confirming that. So,
This
but
week.
you already have the material for next week? No, not yet.
No.
All
No.
right. All right. But she said that every Friday. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, that's for the other side. On the other side. What else? What else? Well, that's going to be for task 3. For task 4, let me see. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you need to do like a webinar. But that information will be clarified later on. That is for task 4. And for task 5, you will be having like, let me see. Let me confirm that. Just a second. Okay, task 3. Yes, it's going to be okay. For task 4 is like a debate that you will be having with your classmates. And for task 5, you are going to present like a mini webinar. I'm not sure if that's the order, or maybe opposite, like inverted, but it's something like that. So remember, once these 6 sessions are finished, you will have other session for a debate, another session for a mini webinar, and that's it. We won't have more sessions, any other sessions. Okay. So guys, remember also that in case you cannot attend, remember to pass to send an excuse to your tutor, because every session is worth it a lot of points, 23, 22. So I cannot receive the excuses. The one in charge of doing that is the tutor or your director, and she will let you know maybe in what other session you can participate. But for now, do not send me the excuses, okay? Because I just sent the report. What students were present, absent, for example, today, only 2 students were absent. So they won't have the 22 points. And those are like many points. Okay. Guys, please let me know. Maybe do you have more questions?
Maybe a little confused.
Tell me.
Yeah. The webinar is with you too? Or
Yeah,
is the
okay.
only tutor?
Thank you for letting me know that. After with me, you are going to have only the 6 encounters. Only 6 encounters. Once finished, okay, once task 3 is finished, you are going to receive another link similar to the one you received a couple of days ago, where you're going to see a list of tutor students with some schedules, and you will need to pick the schedule that best fits yours. It's like the same you did, but with another file, and you need to registered to a schedule, and then maybe you will have me, or maybe you will have another tutor. It depends on your availability.
For the webinar, I need to register.
The webinar, the
Yeah.
two, for the debate and for the webinar. So
I'm
you
very
will.
confused with
Why?
the webinar. But I don't know this the only course, but I'm very confused with the old webinar because today I
Ah,
have the webinar at the 8 a.m. to 12, but I have the second session at the 1:45 p.m. to
yeah,
4.
yes,
But I said I need to assist in the one session, but I don't have I need the register. And
yes.
tomorrow I have the other webinar. I don't know.
Okay, okay. Don't forget that the webinar we are having today is not for English 7. That webinar is for practical courses.
Okay.
Practical courses. The webinar that I'm talking about, it's a webinar, a mini webinar that will be held in the future, not now.
Okay.
And that is only for English 7, for English conversation.
Only for English 7 and for this
Yes.
course, for English conversation, I need to register in the webinar, but I did the future. Now, no.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
it's in the next task. I'm not sure if I think it's the last task 5. Task 5.
Okay.
So don't worry about that. It's just that you need to take that into account, that in total you will have 6 encounters for this task. 1 encounter for task 4, and the last encounter for task 5. Finished. But that mini webinar is totally different from the one we have today. Today is only for the practical courses. Ya esta es de práctica, el que vamos a tener hoy solo es de práctica. Y esa que te digo es una mini webinar, es a short presentation. Es como una presentación sobre un tema específico, and it's free. Cuando yo lo hice era libre. So you could talk about, if you wanted, you could talk about any topic, So it's like that. So be attentive to the information for the next tasks, okay? That's it.
Okay.
After that, Daniela is better. Karen, do you have questions? Or maybe do you have any doubts before we continue?
Continue. I understand.
Okay. And Daniela,
Yeah.
it's a bit better. Yep. All right. Okay, guys. Bueno, como tenemos la webinar a las 8, como Daniela lo mencionó, we will finish at that time. Okay, so no worries. What else? Bueno, sí sería solo eso, tener cuidado con la participación, las excusas, cualquier cosa de inconveniente, fuerza mayor, de una se lo reportan al tutor para ver alternativa, a ver si ellos le dan la oportunidad de presentar, asistir a otra sesión durante la semana. Okay. What if you have any connectivity issues? What would you do in that case if you had any problems with the internet connection during the sessions? How would you proceed?
For issues and the other session with you, for me.
Yes, let's pretend that that you start the session and maybe out of a blue the internet is not working.
For
How
me,
would you proceed?
only maybe the internet, but in this moment it's so good.
¿Y cómo procederían en caso que sucediera? Like the internet doesn't work, you cannot participate, you cannot attend.
I don't know. Maybe for me, I can move my work in display. I have internet and try
Okay.
to connect.
Nice, nice. So you have one alternative. Excellent. Karen, just in case you don't have like one alternative.
In this moment, I have internet in my phone, but not in maybe Wi-Fi of the home.
Ujú. Y si te falla y hay un problema con el proveedor, ¿qué hacemos si no puedes participar? What would you do?
Mm, I don't know. Maybe report the tutor teacher for assist other session.
Listo, excelente. As simple as that, guys. Entonces lo importante es cualquier novedad. Sí, me lo hacen saber, yo dejo la anotación y también le hacen saber al tutor. Es importante que se lo hagan saber a su tutor porque yo no tengo esa potestad de decirles, ok, pueden asistir a esta otra reunión. Eh, es eso. Coméntenlo con su tutor y ellos le dirán, ok, sí, no hay lío, puedes tener esta alternativa. De lo contrario, pues depende cómo proceda, ¿listo? Don't forget that. Mm, bueno, basically that's it. Maybe I don't know, before we reached 8 a.m. Ya 9 minuticos terminamos. Entonces, I would like to know how has been your experience in the university. Tell me, how have you felt during the process?
For me, in the process in the university, it's not comfortable. I
It's
don't
not
like.
comfortable.
No,
Okay.
because I don't know, but in my case, in this university, it's a lot of yeah, autonomous, but you study only, and with you and how who you help, who shall the help with the tutor, I don't have. With the director, I don't have. It's like a defiéndase como pueda. For this question, but in this university, I don't teach the English, but I like this session because I practice with you and with the partner because I like listening because in my listening it's so bad, but I try to listen with the other person and try to communicate and try to start the conversation with the other person. And every day I try to practice my language skill only autonomous with my computers. And for this question, I need to start to an American School Way. And in this moment, in American School Way isn't the only place in the I teach in English. Because in here, no.
Okay, yeah,
Even-
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But yeah, like okay, in that case, my recommendation is try to, yeah, as we need to be autonomous and we need to like practice English like on our own. I really recommend this website. The name is Free for Talk. It's a place where it's a website, a tool where you can practice the speaking skill and also the listening. If you want to improve those skills, go ahead. You can get there. You sign in with your Gmail account. It has to be Gmail, otherwise it won't work. And there you have many options. Look, let me show you quickly. Entonces, you have many languages to start, okay? You pick English, of course, and then you have many rooms. You will pick the room you prefer. The rooms usually have like the name of the level. Maybe upper intermediate, maybe the level is beginner, upper beginner, intermediate. So you pick the one you prefer, any level, for example, advanced, and then you're going to join one room, okay? Also, look, for example, let's try to join one. Let's join this. Look.
India. But,
Yeah. How would the Pilates?
Oh yeah, Pilates is good. I
You
do
can
that too,
chat if
for
you
sure.
want.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a more kind of a gym girl who does strength training, not the other stuff. But
So that's how you can practice. You enter, you speak, you turn on your microphone. If you want, you don't join any group. You can create your own group. You create here with this option. You can type any topic. For example, let's talk about, I don't know, let's talk about Colombia's government, for example. You pick the maybe if you want to have only 2 people or 3, 4, or unlimited people, the one you prefer. The language, if you want Spanish also you can do it. And if you specify the level, okay, I want only people with a beginner level or people in any level. You create a group, and once that, your group will be in the first place. Always the first group is yours. You click on join, and voila, you click again in here, and there you are. You just wait for the people to come to join the meeting, and then once there, you will get to know new people and you will talk to them. A diferencia de otras plataformas, la recomiendo mucho porque es una página donde de verdad la gente quiere hablar inglés. No solo quiere escribir, textear, no, hablar, vamos a hablar. People, the people who use this website are usually from Asia, from Europe. A few people are from South America and in North America, okay, and Central America. La mayoría son de Asia y Europa.
The name, what is the name? Language Practice Community.
I'm sending the name in the chat. It's freefortalk.com. freefortalk.com. Si de casualidad les pone problema, inconveniente para al momento de usarse, usen la ventana incógnito y automáticamente les deja. Porque muchos de mis estudiantes cuando la intentaban usar, no sé por qué el dispositivo que usaban no era como compatible y siempre lo sacaba de los grupos, de la reunión. Entonces yo les dije, no, pues usen incógnito. Y ya, ahí les funciona. No olviden que para usarla deben usar la cuenta de Gmail. Con otras cuentas no les sirve. Just gmail.com, ¿ok? Listo, chicas. Entonces, thank you so much for coming in, joining the meeting. We will have fun during the 6 encounters. We will improve a lot our speaking skills, listening skills. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's part of the process. Don't forget to be prepared before every session. And do not forget also to talk as much as possible, like babies, to improve the speaking skills, ¿ok? Espero que tengan un buen día, espero que disfruten el webinar. El webinar es súper largo, súper largo. No sé ustedes, pero bueno, a mí me indicaron que solamente 2 bloques. Con 2 bloques de asistencia está bien la participación. Pero no sé ustedes, toca que revisen bien si tienen que asistir a todos los bloques o solo algunos. Ya prácticamente ahorita en un minutico inicia el webinar. No olviden, igual si les piden algún resumen, no olviden hacer eso dentro de la misma reunión para que no se vayan a complicar luego. Se les olvida luego lo que hablaron y es más difícil ponernos a dar como una grabación larga. ¿Listo? Bueno, chicas, no siendo más, gracias por asistir. Em, Bueno, ya, no sé si tengan alguna duda, alguna pregunta.
El nombre de la sesión, like introduction o...
Listo, ya les confirmo también en el chat. En el chat. Se va a llamar Create and Meet Session. Meet and Greet. Create and Meet Session, sí, es algo así. Today's meeting was Meet. Listo, ya se los envié por el chat. Junto con el journal. Ahí está en el chat. ¿Listo? Bueno, chicos, entonces los dejo para que puedan participar en la webinar. No olviden eso. Ir colocando el resumen o lo que les hayan pedido en los trabajos prácticos, ¿ok? Que tengan buen día. Have a great day. A pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Ay, qué puta frío. Uy. Ay, qué puta frío.